Week 4, lesson 5. So this lesson is on organizing data in what are called two-way tables, which you're looking at over here on the left, or Venn diagrams that you're looking at over on the right. For some of you, this will be review, and then for others of you, this will be brand new. Again, if it's review, great. Feel free to fast forward and not listen to my voice. And for those of you that it's new, welcome. All right, so let's read this problem. So it says, in 1 week, 30 customers visited a snow cone vendor. Okay, 30 customers. So in the two-way table, the 30 goes out here. This is the grand total of everything that's in the table. And on the Venn diagram, once it's completely filled in with numbers, they should all add up to be 30. Okay, so next. It says that 12 customers purchased raspberry. Okay, so this says raspberry, this says yes. The grand total is going to be 12 over here. Now on the Venn diagram, that means that this entire circle, right, this whole circle that I'm trying to sort of circle in blue, has to add up to be 12. But I can't really fill it in quite yet because I don't know how to separate it. And it'll make a little more sense once we get the two-way table filled in. Okay, next, it says that 19 customers purchased cherry. So let me come over here. This is cherry, this is yes, so this should be 19 out here on the far right. This also means that this circle, the whole red circle, has to add up to be 19. Okay, now once you've got some, oh, hold on, there's more information. Sorry. 6 customers did not make a purchase. Okay, so if 6 customers did not make a purchase, that means in this two-way table, that right here, I should have 6, right? Because that's no for raspberry and it's no for cherry. Okay, now the two-way table is really, really cool. Oh, and actually, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. On the Venn diagram, I can put a 6 out here because they did not buy raspberry or cherry. Okay, so let me do a little bit of highlighting over here. This number 19 and the number that's missing underneath it should add up to be 30. So that number right there has to be an 11. Okay, likewise, that 12 and this number that's missing left to right also has to add up to be 30. So that number would be 18. I don't like that color. 18. Okay, now, two-way tables are awesome because every row and every column has to add up. So if I know this is the sum of 18, this has to be a 12. And if I know this is a sum of 19, then this has to be a 7. All right, and if this is a sum of 12, this has to be a 5. And then there's the last check, right? I haven't checked this one yet. Does this row add up to be 11? It does. It does. All right, and once your two-way table is filled in, then the Venn diagram is pretty easy to fill in because here, and I'm going to kind of color this in, this spot right here in the middle, these people bought raspberry and cherry, right? They bought raspberry and cherry, which is right here in this Venn diagram, in this two-way table. All right, and we know the grand total for raspberry is 12. If 7 people bought both, that means that 5 bought, sorry, I lost my train of thought. 5 are on the outside over here. All right, and then this cherry, right, this grand total cherry should be 19. And if I've already counted 7 right here, then this number should be a 12. All right, so continuing. Okay, so there's some symbols that you're going to start to see. And again, some of you have seen these before and some have not. The one that looks sort of like an upside down U, this one, that's called the intersection, okay? And the one that looks like a U is called the union, okay? So if you're looking at these Venn diagrams down here, and we're going to do some shading, this is the intersection of A and B. This is where A and B overlap. That's this little almond shape in the middle, okay? Whereas this, A union B, is everything that is A along with everything that is B. So it's all of this. Okay, now sometimes you'll see Venn diagrams, obviously based on what you're looking at, that have more than 2 circles. So let's go ahead and do some shading. So this is still the intersection of the A circle and the B circle. It's just where the A circle and the B circle overlap. And notice it's almost identical to the one we just did up top, right? The C circle has no bearing in that. Okay, likewise, this is everything that's A and everything that's B, whether they overlap or not. Okay, these ones do overlap, but sometimes they won't. Okay, so again, looks the same as the one up above. The C circle doesn't make a difference. All right, this is the intersection of B and C. So I can see my 2 circles. The intersection, again, this is just the overlap. This is the union of A and C, meaning the entire A circle and the entire C circle. Okay, coloring, lots of fun. All right, for 7, it's the intersection of A and C, so that would just be the overlap. B union C is all of B along with all of C, right? All of that. Okay, scooting it up, we'll start to talk about the complement. Okay, complement, which is, so the way you say this, oh sorry, you can't see my pen. The way you say that is not A, right? So it makes a whole lot of sense that when I go to shade it, I want to shade everything that is not inside circle A. So all of this, that's not inside circle A. Okay, and again, if this was shaded better, you know, if I had a little more time, I'd color it completely in, but you can kind of see that I've just excluded circle A. Whereas over here, I need to exclude circle B. Right? This is a picture of everything that is not B. And I literally just went inside the circle. That's not good. There we go. All right, and again, forgive my coloring. I'm not an artist, nor am I 3 years old anymore. All right, scooting it up. Okay, so this is saying we want the intersection, right? The overlap of circle A, right? So this, everything that's in circle A. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, this not is on the outside. Okay, sorry. Okay, so A intersect B. We know what that is. You can look at your notes. We literally just colored it. A intersect B is this, right? So if I'm trying to color the stuff that's not that, let me make sure I erase those little marks. That would be everything outside the almond, right? It's everything that is not the intersection. Okay, so this one, I know what A union B looks like. You can flip back through your notes. You know what it looks like. Now I want everything that's not that. So that's everything outside both circles. Everything outside both. Okay, I'm sure this is so much fun watching me color. Okay, so let's see. For number 13, I want the stuff that is not A. Okay, and again, you can look up above and see what not A looks like, and the stuff that intersects with B. All right, so everything that's not A that also intersects with B. So it's this stuff. Okay, and then the very last one, this is everything that's A. In fact, why don't I just color that in right now? Everything that's A along with everything that is not B. Right? The unions, in my opinion, are a little bit easier to color because what you see, you color, if that makes sense, right? So I see union, I'm gonna go ahead and color this, and I'm gonna color that, and if they overlap, fine, and if not, that's fine too.